Hi Aries, welcome into your weekly reading. We're reading for the final week, the third into the fourth week of May. Roundabouts. When I say roundabouts, guys, I know like a lot of you want me to be technical and just specify the week. Technically, we are specifying for the fourth week of May. But these influences carry over from the previous week and they bleed on to the next. So you've got to be generous when it comes to the influence of time. All right? Because some things have to fall into place for them to occur. But you will see the common thread as to what's going to be happening to you. Now, with that said, what is the situation for my dear Aries? Fourth week of May. FYI, at the end of this video, if you're interested, there's going to be a enlightenment portion of this reading. I know this is a tarot channel and we read the tarot and then we're going to go into the angel cards and the wisdom cards, but at the very end we're going to pull another card and we're going to talk about enlightenment. Okay, what does that mean for those of you that are new to my channel? Enlightenment is opening up your human construct, looking at your shadow side, the dark stuff. There's pros and cons to every zodiac sign. But this is us looking at our cons and trying to help ourselves control them, learn from them, so we can mitigate issues or problems in our future. Because we use those tools to help us, to guide us when we make decisions, to not fall into the same patterns, to not date the same people, to not keep taking the jobs we don't deserve, to not accepting things from other people and friendships that we don't belong in. That's what those tools are there for you to help you with. All right, that's that. Again, you could just click off and do let me know how you feel about that portion of this video. Now, we have Death and we have Magician. We have two major arcanas. Another reason why I explicitly bring up major arcanas is because there's only so many of them in this deck. And when we have this many major arcanas, that means there's a big shift coming towards you in your life. It just depends on which card it is, so it can specifically target what that shift is going to be. So Death talks about something ending and new transitionings, right? And the Magician. So something that's ending, you're about to transform into something else that you have been manifesting. When we clarify, we're going to get those details. The bottom of the deck also is going to give me another hint. You have, oh my God, another major arcana, Justice. You're getting your karmic due. If you've been done wrong, if you've been done dirty, here's your karmic reward. Another way this can be described is karmic balance. The scales get justified. If you haven't been rewarded, you're about to. If you're in court, things will be fair, balanced, and honest decision will be made and on your behalf, especially because it's in the upright position. Now, let's continue because this is huge. This looks like May going into June is going to be a big deal. Moreover, I want to bring up that June for Aries. It's going to be a tough month. It's going to be hard in the sense of the way you're going to communicate. You're really going to have your aggressive side coming up to the surface level. You just got to check yourself before you wreck yourself and pull yourself back. But that side of you is going to be coming out. There's a plus to it though. It's not just the con. The plus is it's going to force you to face emotions and feelings why you're like this. So that when things come in your future and you see them coming your way, you're not even going to bother with the argument. You're just going to be like, oh, okay. And it's not going to bother you mentally. You're going to have peace of mind. All right, you'll see what I mean as it starts happening to you. What's coming towards my Aries, please? The Ten of Swords wanted to come out and it didn't. Let's see why. You did get the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, loving, kind, caring. This is you. You might even be just taking care of everybody but yourself right now. And then you have the High Priestess. Others of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and you guys are not communicating right now. You're not talking. Those of you that are not in that situation, you are, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit of the influences I was just talking about with the Gemini birthday zone. It feels as if you're doing your thing. You're taking care of everyone and you're kind of just ignoring the noise. Because I think on an intuitive level, you know what's going on, but there's something you're not also discussing. That's very important. The good news is more major arcana. The Wheel of Fortune, luck is on your behalf. Luck is on your side. You have 3 fates working on your behalf, trying to move your life forward. When the universe gets involved, and clearly it is because you have a lot of major arcanas, this is when the fated stuff happens. The minor arcana is the day-to-day stuff that you do. It's your free will, and it's the little things that are happening to you and how you're reacting to the other people that are doing things to you. With that said, the universe isn't going to give a fuck. They're going to hook you up. They're going to help you out. They're going to give you opportunities, and they're hoping that you're going to accept them and take them. They're working on your betterment. All right, so let's continue and see what's going on, because you do have an ending. You stop talking to somebody, or you stop talking in regards to a situation. You're like done. You're like, how much more do I need to show? How much do I have to work in this place for them to validate me? And that's why you saw justice before, and that's why you see the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to bring justice to you. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way? It's kind of like one of those things when the universe says, you know what, Aries is doing everything right, and they're not getting a fair share, so now we're going to hook them up. But let me digress by telling you, you also have a Tower coming, and you don't see it coming. So, sorry, my nose always gets itchy when I do your readings. The Tower talks about something falling apart. It's like losing a job, getting into a huge fight that's pivotal, that's shocking, and that could change the balance of your life. It also talks about a loss of a relationship, a breakup. It's something huge. It's something also unsettling. It's meant to unsettle you, because either you were not making a decision, you weren't changing your course, your path, you were just leaving things to be. So the universe took the option out of your hands and made it for you. Because again, it's trying to force you to put you in the right direction. This is no mistake. I need you guys to understand that this is a heavy duty reading, because there's too many major arcanas here. And this means like the universe and your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors, those fucking guys are descending upon you to help you right now. Okay, because they're trying to course correct you. They're trying to put you on a path. They're putting you on a journey. All right, because you also have Queen of Wands, which is you, which is great. It's being passionate, it's being charismatic. I feel vibrationally and energetically that somebody's looking at you like you're irresistible, that you're just too hot or sexy to let go of. But this can also talk about you being a lover. The Empress is here. You are of great value. Period. The end. Goodbye. And 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups talks about your options. You know you're at a crossroads. I mean, now you're going to be even forced to be at a crossroads, because whatever this Tower moment is that happens for you, it forces you to think about things. All right, because the first thing that comes out of it, you're sitting here telling yourself, well, I know I'm an Empress. I know my worth and my value. They level up or they leave on out. All right, and this is kind of talking about you and you, basically. But you're looking at your options, what you should do, how you should go forward, and where you should go forward. But you're definitely looking at the new thing, the new path. All right, because at the bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Wands, and that's pretty much like a portal. And the universe is just waiting for you to do something. And the Tower is kind of like they're trying to flick you through. What is the advice here for Aries, please? All right, 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Star in cross with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. You definitely are here with somebody where you could potentially be a very happy couple, a very attractive couple too, I might add, all right? Because this King of Wands and you as the Queen of Wands, well, hello, perfect set, right? This person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, does not have to be. They're just somebody like you. They're attractive. They're intelligent. They're witty. You get the same jokes. You're both, into one another. Ten of Cups talks about being in a happy couplehood, happy place, happy environment. Environment could be your coworkers out, at your job. But the star, maybe you're not the star of the show. Maybe you're not getting your stardom. Maybe you're not the light of someone's eyes. I don't know. Maybe that is in your subconscious, holding you back from getting into something. Others of you, it's talking about you feeling like a lack of hope. You feeling or thinking that it's not going to turn out well. All right, that notion is what's holding you back in regards to you moving forward with this person and being in a happy place with them, because it's mutual. They feel the same way about you. You go there. All right, because Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck denotes that you're going to be vindicated. You will be validated. Job well done, Aries. I can't live without you, my Aries. That's where you're at. All right, so they think that you're the bee's knees. What is the outcome for the week? For those of you who are new, yes, I generalize between work and love. Place it with your situation, because there's thousands of you and it's not private. Well, hello, Two of Cups, partnership. And why I love the Two of Cups? Because on a simpler plane, you know how we spoke about major arcana and minor arcana and your free will choices. Guess what? This is also their free will choice. You both willingly want to be here as a partner, as a couple, and it's mutual. It feels so connected. But there might be some lack of balance, or maybe you think there is. Maybe you're afraid that you can't balance this out. It just means you just need to work it out, all right? So you have that peace of mind, because maybe, yes, you're going towards this partnership, but you're afraid of, not afraid, that's the wrong word. You're concerned that it might not be ideal for you, or that there's no balance. Maybe there's some fundamental differences between the two of you. I really don't know. But when I see something in the cross, it's the one thing in your head that's holding you back. So that's how I read my cards. Now I read them up, down, and sideways. But at the bottom of the deck, we saw the Two of Wands. So let's put those bad boys aside and start clarifying. The Magician and Death. What is ending and what is manifesting? I really think you are deading something, because you are trying to manifest something else, something very important to you. I'm more curious of all these cards what the Queen of Pentacles is with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all-knowing. She knows so much, and she knows the truth behind everything, that she doesn't even bother discussing it with the other person, because she knows the end game. She knows the end result. I say she because it's a female in the card. This being you, the queer, however you present yourself to be. You get it. But that's the thing about the High Priestess. But matched with the Queen of Pentacles, she's nurturing, she's loving, kind, and caring up to a point. So that's why I'm curious to see how it's going to be clarified. But Death, your current situation, Death and Magician, with the Two of Pentacles and this King of Swords, it could be over a person or a situation. I think you're looking for stability. That's why you have probably the Queen of Pentacles there. Two of Pentacles talks about you weighing your pros and your cons, your up and down. All right, and it can be over this person, this King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be an air sign, but they act like one. So they are smart. They are cerebral. They're very analytical. They're very rational. They do not scream the I love yous. They're not overly sensitive. They're not overly emotional. Their way of saying I love you is by listening to you and running down the block and getting you like a cup of coffee or something and bringing it back to you. It's like how a cat brings a mouse. It's just their way of showing affection. But you're never going to hear it. You might be weighing your pros and cons over this situation. End it or don't end it. Manifest something or don't. All right? Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. This is stability. This is structure. This is upgrading your relationship here with somebody. So that's what's on the mind. That's what's on the forefront. But that's coming also. So that's happening. because that's down the pike. That's in a few weeks from now. And I know it is coming because I see the Two of Cups over here in your outcome. Let's continue. But for now, this is what you're doing. You're juggling something. What is the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles? There's your Wheel of Fortune again. So now cards are starting to match. And your Temperance and your Nine of Pentacles. Okay. You, again, like I said, the universe is working on your behalf. You see this dial? They're moving it forward. So things change in your world, so they do not remain stagnant. So this is always for your betterment. Best believe this is for your own good, whatever that is, regardless that you have a Tower in the next position. This is you being single. You see Alice in Wonderland? She walking down this checkered path alone. She's looking up at the flowers, but any minute she's gonna have to look down and see she's on a checkerboard. Or is she on a chessboard? Do you get what I'm saying? Because you have the High Priestess here. Some people play checkers, other people play chess. What's the difference? Checkers is right here, right now, who you can skip. Checkers is a little bit more strategy. It's a little bit more forethought. It's a little bit more intense. And I'm saying it because you have the High Priestess. You know some shit. You do. And you're going to walk away with it. All right? And then High Priestess. You want that balance. You want that structure. Okay, so this is why you have this Queen of Pentacles there. I know I'm right, bitches, because look at this. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. You intuitively know how things are gonna be, what's gonna go down. So if you're seeing somebody or you're dating somebody, it's like you almost have, how can I describe or explain this? It's like you almost intuitively have this extra layer of knowledge of how to deal or handle this situation. It's like knowing the secrets of the world, meanwhile your opponent doesn't. That's why I was trying to bring up the whole chess and checkers things, because I was trying to understand the image in my head. You're looking for stability, so you're strategizing this. So you're not saying anything for now, because I think that if you don't see what you don't see, you might check out. So let's continue. What is the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Seven of Cups, and the Empress? Two of Cups, there's the partnership. Maybe you break up, maybe you fight over this, okay? Maybe you're a lover and you do not want to be. You make yourself clear, all right? And if this person says, well, this is all I want, you're like, all right, well, I don't. So I'm going to think about my options. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe the other person tells you they just want to be lovers and, you know, this is it. You're going to think about your options. You're not going to give them their answer right away. You're going to think things through. But you sit in there looking like an empress. So you're like, I don't know. Part of me feels like you're definitely ending up with what you want. Because this thing makes you feel stuck. It doesn't make you feel good. That's why you have the Temperance in the cross. It makes you feel like you want to make moves, but you can't make moves because something else or someone else is holding you back. Like you're in jail. Maybe literally, I don't know. But you're thinking about your options. Something about being in a couplehood or a partnership is on the table. If you're dealing with another fire sign or someone who behaves like one, it looks pretty positive. Because that's the advice. Be in this happy relationship with somebody because they want you, whatever it means, however it means. Maybe it's not on your terms. Maybe it's like another way. I don't know. The compromise is there to be had. What is the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups? Oh, this is so not like my read. This will have structure. This will have stability. You can level up. You can ask for a raise. You can ask for a promotion. You can ask to be in a relationship. You can ask to be from lovers to boyfriend and girlfriend. It'll happen. There will be structure. because you have the Four of Wands. If you want that, go for it. Okay, what is Temperance and the Two of Cups, please? Please clarify the Temperance and Two of Cups in the outcome, please. The Empress. It's hard for the Empress. The Empress walks alone until her Emperor comes along. And then there's your Queen of Pentacles, finding that stability and structure. I feel like a lot of you, some of you could be also dealing with a Taurus here too. There's Sagittarius, Taurus, I mean all the majors are here. So Pisces, Scorpio is here, Aquarius, and the fire signs. Yep. All right. Your outcome is talking about you getting into a partnership. I think you come full force with that notion that what you bring to the table. Because I feel like you're ready to leave unless there's some kind of result for you. And it's funny because it feels like, Aries, it's not like you're asking for a lot. It's not like you're asking for much. You just want a little bit to know that, you know, you could keep going forward with this. Because you want that structure. You want that stability. You don't want to change things. You don't want to keep looking for another person. You don't want to keep looking for another job. You want to know that you're validated where you are with who you are. It's there. I mean, I see it's there. We'll see next week what it's trying to say. Romance angels, do you see something else? I don't. And again, for those of you that are going to stick with me, I'm going to do the Wisdom House at night also. But after that, we're going to do this interesting thing. We're going to talk about the power of love. And these are things that you can work on to help you with your situation. We'll see what card the universe wants me to pull for you. We're going to read through it. I'm going to break it down and talk about it. Romance angels, what you got here? And there's also an extended, which is mostly about your person. Finance and career. So a lot of you, this could be talking about your jobs. Heart-to-heart conversation. Some of you might be afraid to talk to your bosses or your colleagues and to see where you stand. There's some kind of vibe like that there. Others of you, if it's not work-related, then it is somebody in the relationship between the two of you. Somebody's like working too hard or doesn't have enough money and is scared to commit. Could be something like that, where finances are getting in the way of your relationship. We'll know more when we clarify in the extended reading. You know how we do for members only. Members, I'm going to start ramping up the member situation. What do we have for Aries? Members, I'm going to start adding more videos just for you. I'm going to do bonus readings in the middle of the week for you. Yeah, I'm just going to do bonus readings for you in the middle of the week. I'm thinking about adding a few short videos. I don't know yet. That's in the works. I have to think about it. All right, Wisdom House at Night wants to talk to you about love. That's kind of crazy because I just told you we're going to discuss the power of love in a second. But you got love. Let's see what it's saying. So this new thing I'm about to do is new, and you're going to let me know how you feel or like it. My child, my wonderful one, it's time to celebrate because love is calling to you to open your heart and receive my blessings. Choosing the symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life right now. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching to feel like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter what you are, no matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust in love. All right, guys. So now we're going to discuss the power of love. Give me 1 second so I can put these cards away. Okay, so this enlightenment portion of the video is just that. I know we always do tarot, but sometimes we got to throw in some enlightenment portions to help work on ourselves. This, we're going to read from the book, is going to be something that is going to help you ignite and bring more love into your life, more love into your world. So this is an innate feature, whatever card comes out, that the universe feels that you need to hear and help you deal with. Because once you work on this, it's going to bring more loving relationships into your life. And not just with like a romantic partner, but all the relationships in your world. All right, universe, angel, spirit guides, what you got for Aries, please? This is what we're saying will help you create more love in your life. All right. Kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. All right, now I'm going to read this for you through the book. Me personally, if I was to just take that as face value, I feel that way about Aries. I think Aries people have a bad rap, honestly. They think that Aries people are mean and rough. Innately, Aries are good people. Maybe sometimes they're not nice, but that's because I think on a level, nice people get used. They get abused. They get disrespected. And that becomes frustrating for an Aries because they know innately they're good people. But if you just take advantage of them, you're not going to see the so nice part of Aries. But they typically are humanitarians. That's probably why they, on average, get along with Aquarius, because Aquarius people are the same way. All right, let's get to kindness and see where we're at. Bear with me, guys, because this is new, and you're my guinea pigs for this little situation, which you will give me all your feedback, and I will take it. All right, kindness. A kind soul that is part of our human lexicon for a reason. Vocabulary, that's what they mean. Your genetic heart is a reservoir of kindness, and you give generously to others through encouraging words, smiles, natural concerns, and support. By living in the space of kindness, you treat everyone with the utmost respect and tend to put their needs before your own. People love being in your presence because it feels good to be encouraged and accepted. Kindness is demonstrating genuine compassion. It can never be false or forced because it comes from the caring, nurturing center of your being. Kindness expects nothing in return for its own reward. Understand that when you share this energy, it will have a ripple effect on every person you come in contact with. Remember also the need to be kind to yourself. Realize that you're always a work in progress. And before I start choking up and crying, because I need you to understand and comprehend why this is such a valuable card and it's so important and why it's touching me on a deep level, is because this is why you're here on Earth. This is the reason the universe has you on this planet. It is because you innately have this feature that when you are the life of the party, this is why. Because people are attracted specifically to this. Your kindness comes off as something humanitarian when they scratch your surface. It's one thing when they don't know you and they just know you as an acquaintance. They're like, they make assumptions. But when they scratch the surface of you, this is what they see. This is what they get. And I need you guys to understand how powerful you are out there in this universe, because the universe, the way it works is they recycle everything. Everything goes in patterns and it just goes around. So what you say, what you do has those ripple effects. You might not know it, but you'll have no idea how many lives you could possibly touch. Don't forget to keep this side of you. Don't forget to keep this part of you coming. Made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. Keep sharing that energy, because you will be rewarded. And this is probably why I saw so much major arcanas right now. And that's why this is relating back to this reading. Because the universe says, okay, look, open your human construct. Look at your dark side. Really look, really feel. Like, why are you pressuring yourself? Why are you telling yourself that you're this, you're that? I mean, on the topical level, you know you're an empress or an emperor. So this is the reason you are on this earth. This is what you do. This is how you affect other people. Use this to tell yourself to be kind to yourself. And, you know, when you feel like you're being too mean or aggressive or this, and that, rein yourself in. Bring yourself in and use love instead. And staying in that vibration and staying in that energy, it's going to change your world. And then it's going to remap the way your brain thinks and feels. It will understand. It will bring you a whole different slew of people into your world. All right, guys. So this is what I have for you this week. If you like this and you thought this was interesting, then we'll do one again next week. But definitely leave me your comments down below for those of you who stuck around. Everyone else, I'll see you over at the extended. Have a good one.